Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Safe Defend Live. I am Dave Evans here today with Rusty Russell, who's been killing it for the last couple of months. Rusty, it's been a while. Great to see you. You've gotten younger, my friend.
Oh, yeah, really? I think Phil just had a birthday, didn't he? But
He did. He did on
really,
Wednesday. Yeah.
he's really old. No, yeah, I'm doing well. We have, I tell you, we have had people all over the place. Jeff Prothy and his team, all our folks doing all the installations. Dan Cole's been out doing a lot of great service work. Jeff is currently with our team, and Dr. Vecchi doing training in Ohio. So we've had everybody all over the place this summer. You know, this is always the time of year where schools are getting back together, the staffs are getting back, and they're having their in-service days, and everybody wants training. They all want it now. And so we're trying to accommodate the best we can and get service work.
And we are prepared to help anyone out there whenever they need training 6 days a week. We take Sundays off.
School or a business or a corporation,
Right.
we have the top-notch training, you know, and I know you've talked with Greg about this, Dr. Vecchi, but you know, just having that training and that mindset of being proactive and focusing on left of bang is such a phenomenal concept, and it makes sense, and it's resonating. We just brought on our first school in Texas.
Two thumbs up.
The big state of Texas. We are in Texas now. I had the opportunity to go down with Dr. Vecchi, and we trained 120 staff members in Denton, Texas. It's the North Texas Collegiate Academy.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, Dr. Lisa Stanley, she is the first in the state of Texas to partner with SafeDefend. And just how humbling it was for me to be part of that training to help those staff members. It was a very good training. Everybody was fully engaged. And just that sense of, I guess, the peace of mind that those staff members and teachers had when we finished was really, it just makes you feel good. That's why we do what we do.
Well, there's always that before and after, right, Russ? We go into school and teachers don't know what to expect.
Yep.
They're kind of timid at first. They don't want to talk. And then Doc Vecchi starts doing his thing and talking about all the things they can do to prevent things before they happen, and then what to do when somebody actually decides to do something really, really dangerous or harmful to people so they can stay safe. And you see a sigh of relief. I was at OCA with the team last year doing this, and just a sigh of relief for the new teachers going, wait, we have a plan. We have tools. We can actually protect our kids and not have to worry about it anymore. I mean, it seems so simple, and I don't know why everybody's not doing it.
You know, everybody's not doing it because it's not easy. And SafeDefend continues to be the most comprehensive system in the United States. You know, we keep seeing all these different devices and little things you can press and whatnot. But the teachers, you can tell when they go through the practicals and they learn how to use and deploy the pepper spray and use the baton and learn how to apply the stop the bleed kit, it really empowers them.
Yeah.
Then we're not asking them to, you know, use a baseball bat or go after the bad guy, or, you know, but if they have a plan in place to protect their kids in their classroom, that's what this is all about.
So we don't hand them soup cans and put them in a sock.
No.
I'm just, because I know that's a technique some districts do out there, and it probably works, but it's kind of scary. So
yeah, it all starts with the preparation.
Yep.
It all starts with having that plan, and what Dr. Vecchi does. And you could just really see in the audience and when we were presenting and working with their staff, just that sense of confidence that they gained. And by day 2, they were fully, it just made them feel good. And they were so thankful for their board members and Dr. Stanley and their leadership for taking action. And what I think is really important is the people in the community. You know, parents need to take that action to ask their principal or their board members, you know, what is it that we have? What's in place at my building for my kids? You know, it's a fair question. And, you know, everybody looks to take the least resistance, a pathway, whatever, what they think is easy and quick. Well, easy and quick doesn't mean it's right. And you have to really have a plan to help prepare and notify, and then give your teachers a way to protect their kids. That's
I think, that goes back to the all-in-one alarm, the alarm for everything,
Right.
If the alarm for everything was good, we'd rip the fire alarms out of the school and we'd use it for that too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how many deaths have there been by school fires in the last 30 years or 50 years because we put in single designated systems to tell people, hey, there's a fire. I would say that
Zero.
an active shooter or hostile event or you know somebody coming to school to harm kids would be a fire alarm type situation. Fair.
Yep. Yep.
So but the saddest part is even if you pull the alarm, it's still going to take 7 to 11 minutes for police to get there.
Yep.
So what's cool about what I like about SafeDefend is in those 7 to 11 minutes when you're by yourself, you know what to do, you have the tools to do it, and you can keep your kids safe with the simple tools that are delivered in the kit that's locked on the wall that only teachers and staff members that are in the system can get to. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. It's controlled access. So if I have a room full of third graders, they will not be able to set the system off. Unlike
And
a
they
fire
try.
alarm, unlike a fire alarm, anybody can set that off. If I don't feel like taking a test today, I can do something about it to cause a little disruption. But um, that's why we don't have the false alarms. And that's something else that you touched on with a lot of these handheld devices and these things that people push and buttons. They have so many false alarms.
Oh yeah.
They have, and it's called alarm fatigue, right? If I'm a building principal or a guidance counselor, and I keep getting called, 5 or 6 times an hour, somebody's pressing a button. We don't know what kind of threat there is, and just like a fire alarm,
Yep.
what happens when the fire alarm gets pulled all the time with our staff, and in a place of work, people like, all right, well, Dave, it's nice to meet you. We'll reschedule, but hey, I'm going to grab a sandwich on the way out. There's no sense of urgency, or people don't take it for real. And that's the same thing with a lot of these other companies out there. What they're providing is just dropping something off, plugging it into an outlet, and you're on your own without any training. So that's totally against everything we believe in. So that's why from the beginning, I've been with Jeff now coming up on 10 years.
Yep.
Jeff and Dan, and that's why we've always stayed with the hardwired system.
Yep.
Just like you said with the fire alarm, there's not a fire marshal in the country that would come out and pull a fire suppression system because it's hardwired. You can't rely on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And another thing that I just talked about yesterday with a call with a school district in Alabama, they love the fact that you don't need fine motor skills.
Oh, that's a fact.
Just at the touch of a finger sets our system off. 911 dispatch, everybody gets texts and emails. But, even if I were trying to send a text right now, I got to bring my phone up. So takes all that out of it. It's very simple to use.
Well, I'm excited about the entry into Texas with the first school, North Collegiate Academy in Denton, Texas. Dr. Stanley is the first.
Yes.
She's to put that on her wall and share it with the world, how awesome she is and her staff and the parents there for investing in their kids and the safety of their school.
You know what'd be great? This is where we need to go next. We need to expand SafeDefend in the great state of Oklahoma.
Now that's a fact. And I can tell you, we have some schools in Oklahoma already. OCA, Oklahoma Christian Academy, down in Del City. They love it. They're a great partner here. We're looking forward to moving into other schools. And there's a lot of funding coming from different legislative bodies across America right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a parent, we have training that's going to protect your teachers and your kids, and it's not expensive. I would start there. I would encourage your schools to shift their training focus to before the event happens. And let's focus on the root cause and get these kids help that are struggling and identify them early before this incident happens and somebody gets hurt. And there's a path to that, and Doc Becky's built it. And we are the only company in America that has that training.
That is a true statement.
So I think that's a pretty good note to end on. Rusty, what do you think?
I'm looking forward to coming down to Oklahoma. We've got a great presence in the state of Kansas and Missouri and several other states. And now we've broken into Texas, and then we need to expand our footprint in the great state of Oklahoma.
Well, you can come here to Cleora. I'm about 30 minutes from Grove and 35 minutes from Joplin.
Nice.
And then about 15 minutes from Ketchum. So there's a lot of school districts right here, just around here in this in the Exon bug out shelter. So
nice. Looking forward to it.
All right, brother. Well, you have a great weekend, great day, and tell everybody I said hello, please.
Absolutely. And like I always end with go Chiefs.
With that, Rusty and Dave, we're out of here.
All right.